sit back and relax and think that we all human beings work so hard every single day from morning till evening, basically for three things. And that's health, happiness, and relationships, love. Isn't it? If you really sum it up, the things that we are putting so much effort to earn are health, happiness, and relationships. Divine love. So now we need to think deep that are we really able to get in return for how much hard work we are putting in? That's a question that each one of us need to ask ourselves. That our life has become like a rat race from morning till evening. Run, run, run. Only to get this. But in real sense, the hard work that we are producing, is it bringing me what I want? And if you ask that question, majority of the time the response will come that instead of us moving closer to these three things, actually we are stepping away. Relationships used to be a natural instinct. Mother-daughter relationship, mother-son relationship, father-daughter relationship, relationship with friend, with sister, with spouse. All of these used to be natural instincts. And today in this world there are so much material and seminars and counseling is happening, and still relationships are not flourishing. Actually, relationships are causing the most stress. Same with health. So much pain is happening, so much crisis, so many challenges are happening outside in this world, and that's giving us tension and stress. And that adversely affects our health, physical and mental. And laughters are becoming less and less part of our life. We're losing them. So all this work that we call it success, is it truly a success? So we always start this yoga session by thinking hard that am I moving towards my goal by working this hard and living the kind of life that I have been living? Or do I need to make a change? If it's not working for me, then maybe I need to take another look at it. Now, why is it? The question comes in, why is it that we are working so hard, but we are not stepping close to these things? Actually, we are drifting away. Anyone? Mainly because it's a mindset. That we have already programmed our mind that it's not possible to stay happy all the times every day. It's not possible to stay healthy as we age. It's not possible to satisfy and maintain all relationships lovingly. We already programmed it, isn't it? Sometimes when we are so happy in our home, or we find our loved ones so happy, what do we say? Don't be so excited, you're going to jinx it, right? We don't even want to be too happy. We're scared to be happy. And we don't think that it's possible. So when our mind is already blocked, when the programming is already done, then how am I going to achieve it? I've already made it think my mind that it's not possible. staying healthy, staying happy, flourishing relationships, maintaining so much love in our relationships is just not possible, especially when the outer world there is so much pain, so much crisis, so much tension is happening, and that's going to affect. So the definition of norm has been changed. How? Because we all in our daily conversations with each other say that it's normal to be stressed. It's okay to be angry. With so much to do and so little time, tension has to come, stress has to come when we are meeting the targets. And then when people don't do what I expect them to do, when situations don't happen the way I want them to happen, then I have to be angry, I have to be irritated. So the definition of norm that I have programmed in my mind is this. So now let's just think it through, that when someone is not doing what we expect them to do, and that causes so much pain and anxiety and stress and anger, then what's happening in my physical body? Try to get that little BP machine out of your box and check your blood pressure. Are you not attracting a disease? And you do that 10 times every month, and then 10 times 12, 120 times in a year. Now how much disease we brought to our own body. We don't think of that. So when all these things are happening, that's causing so much stress and pressure on our inner systems, and we call it norm, natural. Isn't it just the opposite? We are moving away from the norm. And yoga, meditation, pranayama is all about shifting from unnatural to natural state of life, natural state of health, natural state of happiness, natural state of mind, which is peace, health, happiness, purity, inner strength, divinity. All of these are the qualities of our Atman, our spirit. That's how we are born. But as we are aging, we start to drift away, and we give that a definition. It's a norm. And now everybody starts to follow this definition. Most of the times we are taking such good care of only our physical body. And everything that's happening around us is affecting more our mental body. All of our physical body is in our mind. So when pain is experienced in physical body, it's experienced actually here in our mental body. So what do? We take care of the physical pain. So it's like, think if there are weeds growing in our yard, and what do? We just chop them from the top and they will keep coming back. Yoga, meditation, pranayama teaches us how to get to the root cause that's causing so much pain, that's taking the laughters away from our life, that's taking the peace away, that's not allowing our relationships to flourish, that's taking us away from the natural state of our existence. That's what yoga is all about. Not just to be physically sound, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically when we are sound. Then we can say, yes, I'm living a fuller life. Spiritual life, yogic life, where no one can ever take our laughters away, no matter what's happening in the outer world. You know, there is a way where people, or say our loved ones, especially our children, want to listen to us out of fear, or they really want to listen to us because they love us. There is a way to live where people want to do things for us, again out of fear, or they really care for us and that's when they want to do things for us. There is a way of living life where people only want to do things, positive things, when we are present, or whether you're there or not, good things continue to happen. There is so much love, faith, trust and respect that everybody carries for you in their heart. And yoga, meditation, pranayama is all about creating that kind of aura, that energy inside you that makes everybody constantly bless you. No matter where you go, blessings come out of others' hearts for you because they feel your love, they feel your energy, they feel your presence, they feel your positivity. So imagine what the life will be like. Wherever you go, whatever you're doing, if people are only blessing you, they're only giving their trust and love to you, what's going to vibrate out of you? Same, but in abundance. That's what yoga, meditation, pranayama does. It purifies you from inside so much. Your energy, your vibrations become so pure. The intellect becomes so sharp. Your thoughts become so positive that you don't think about anybody, anything wrong. You watch yourself every moment. That's the secret of living a happy, healthy, peaceful life that's filled with love. That's all. But it's very easy to say. To speak, to listen, to read is the easiest form of spirituality. But the purpose of us meeting here is that when we start with the first phase of our yoga session, which is the yoga for brain, higher knowledge, that all this knowledge that we share with each other, if we can just take one piece of this information, one little thing, and we take it home and we say to ourselves that I am going to live this knowledge. I'm going to practice it. This is my property. I don't like the way I'm living. I don't like the way life is treating me. Now I want to create my own destiny. I want to live life like this only. So when we start practicing this knowledge, your life changes. The way you are living your life changes for the best. You become victorious in every part of your life. You know how when we get such beautiful forwards from our loved ones, thought of the day, words of wisdom, right? We get so many good things in our emails. What do? Instantly we think, oh, this is so beautiful. And we just take it and send it to 10 more people. But the message here that I want to convey to you is, before you forward that to others, make that your own experience. Read it and then start living it. Make your own property. This is my property. I want it. Be greedy for that kind of wisdom. Start living that wisdom. And then when you forward it, you make an impression on other people's life. So last thing before we start today's session is to one practice. So everyone in your mind, think of one incident that may have happened today, that if you need to relive that incident, think about that incident and say that if I were to relive that, how would I do things differently? So if I got irritated on something, or I got angry, or something that filled me with stress, and I created so much stress for myself. Now after listening to this knowledge, if I were to relive that moment, how would I do it differently? Is it possible? Is it possible that someone is saying not too good about myself, but I not react to it? Is it possible that someone is not saying pleasant things, but instead of me doing the same, that I just send blessings to them? Is it possible? This is the purpose of these Wednesday night sessions, to start practicing this knowledge that when I do this, I don't care whether world offers me appreciation and love, or it gives me hatred and pain. And we are already very busy, and we are going to continue to be busier. And the crisis and the adverse circumstances will continue to manifest around me. But how I perceive them, how I define them, how I react to them, how I deal with them is a choice that I make. Because these situations are coming from outside. But the decision to stay happy, peaceful, healthy comes from inside. It's mine. And whenever I am not angry, whenever I am not irritated, then first thing I do for myself is I protect my peace, I protect my happiness, I protect my love in my heart for everyone. I call it disease-proof, stress-free, pain-free living. And mind you, when we try to get things done with fear, or sometimes we become angry and then things get done in the house, right? It happens many times, and we think, oh, this is the way. And then that becomes our habit. We do it 10 times, say now, without any reason also we are vibrating anger. Because that has become our nature. And the programming in the mind is done. That work only can get done when I'm angry. Otherwise, no one listens to me. These kinds of belief systems, when we start to create in our mind, that's when we start to drift away from our natural norm, our original nature, sanskaras, our habits. And as we move away from them, that's when we are visited by pain and misery. The moment we start shifting from that to our original peaceful nature, then happiness, and what else we started the session with? Let's test. What were the three things? Health and relationships. So much love is explored, experienced through our loved ones. That's when we are experiencing happiness. And when we are happy, we are healthy. It's when we are unhappy, we are unhealthy. And disease is attracted. So health, happiness, relationships, what more we want? That's when we can say we are successful in life. Because every moment we are so happy. Whether we have the world or we don't have the world, it doesn't affect us. We continue to make every effort to achieve. Mind you, we right now are putting a lot of efforts and we are achieving a lot. But are we achieving health? Are we achieving relationships, loving relationships? Are we achieving happiness? And if we are not, then that achievement that we are making is completely meaningless. It's dry. It's going to take you backwards. So the message here is that increase that inner divinity, increase that inner power, increase that inner energy. Become one with the Atman that we are born with. And increase your inner strength to such an extent where the outer doesn't affect you. The noise is out there and we are not here. We are not born to remove that noise of stress. The purpose of life is to increase so much peace that the noise cannot be heard. The outer noise cannot be heard. So that's the goal of these yogic stretches, yogic breathing and meditation that we do. So with these words of wisdom, let's go ahead and stand up and we'll start with yoga stretches.